Losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
The numbers for Gibbs from last week.
15 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
Oh, it's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So here are the 49ers now with a long field ahead. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
It's hard to be frustrated when you throw for nearly 400 yards, but I know he wanted to break that barrier. I think he got the pain eased a little bit when they named him NFC Offensive Player of the Week, though.
Yeah, when you get the award, you know you had the best week in the conference, you'll let it slide. But, hey, that number well within his range. You know he's got the arm to do it in this one.
Purdy's throw hauled in by Bell.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 24 carries, 115 yards, and a touchdown.
And when you lead the league in rushing for this stretch of time, now you take on the identity. You now lead the team, and everything runs through you in terms of offense.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like
yeah,
that?
yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
The Niners at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Throwing here, Purdy. Got a man, that's Ayuk.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Play action, now Purdy.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Goff going to shift him around. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one. Here's Daniel Whelan now.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field.
A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Flushed out right.
Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
Flush to his right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Purdy. Throw complete to Bell.
Touchdown!
Ronnie Bell
his first touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. And Detroit getting set to go now.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Gets around him, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Goff now looking to throw.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
On first down, it's gone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
To throw on second down is gone. And that's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Gibbs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Goff.
Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Goff. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
He threw the touchdown pass on that last drive, his 20th on the year. And he'll start again here, first down. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Now Goff looking to change the play.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Oliver. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Goff now looks to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
They go play action here. Purdy.
Caught here by Bell. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 1st down San Francisco. The pickup 14 yards.
Back to throw, Purdy. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk.
With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is up to 8.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now Goff on 1st down.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. McCaffrey running up the middle.
On a determined run there, as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Purdy looking to throw.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Boy, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point,
and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The throw over the middle, taken in. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
3rd and 2, Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good. For a Lions first down. First down at the 48.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Goff now to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Goff. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff.
And they try to set up the screen, but that almost disaster as it falls incomplete. Very nearly a turnover, but it's 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good, and that lead is back down to 9 now.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And quickly, they get to the line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now at Ford Field. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he gets it down to the 32.
96 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Throwing here, Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. They go with McCaffrey.
And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Goff on first down.
That is caught by Laporta.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw, Goff.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Again, Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Goff now looks to throw.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Goff now looking to throw.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a first down throw. Goff
finds Gibbs on the check down.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Here's Goff. Wide open receiver complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards.
And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown.
And that flag accepted. Here's 1st and 10.
Goff now to throw.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Goff.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Now it's Goff.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. So the victory here for San Francisco. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse